When it comes to getting a promotion at work, there are some key steps that most people miss out on in order to get that promotion and really sort of fast track it. So in today's video, I want to be talking about, basically how to make your boss promote you as soon as possible. So to start off with, why am I making this video? A bit of context. So I was recently talking to one of my mentors. I'm currently in a setter position at my work and I want to go to a closer position. So I was having a chat to him, how can I fast track the process? How can I get from where I am to where I want to be? I've had a conversation with my boss and he seems to be, putting it down in the future, etc. And these are some of the things that he suggested I do, which are great ideas to get to where I want and also fast track the process. So to start off with, and this is an absolute must, it's a simple thing. You've got to have a chat with your boss. You've got to work out. You've got to let them know your intentions to get a promotion. They're not just going to randomly promote you out of the blue. They've got to know that you're, someone that wants to take that extra step. So what I suggest is, and this is what you need to do, is basically go to your boss, have a chat with them, say, hey, I want to have a 30-second chat with you, or a 15-minute chat with you about how I can help you guys out and how you can help me out. And what that's going to look like is just telling them, look, I want to be X role, and I want to know what I need to do to get there. And they're going to simply say, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. This is what needs to be done. This is what the company needs to do. This is, objectives that you need to meet. And in this time frame, I think you can get this role. Straightforward. At least you've got the steps to get there. Then these next couple of steps is how to fast track it and get there to a quicker position and quickly as possible. One thing that you can do, and this is one of the things my mentor recommended, is actively assisting in these processes. So, for example, in my role as a setter, wanting to become a closer at my work, they mentioned that for me to become a closer, what I have to do is help, or what they have to do first is get a setter in place in the company who I'm going to then have to train before I can, and basically to replace me before I can become a closer. One thing I've done instantly with this is, and it's already fast tracked, I literally did it today and it helped so much, is actively assist in these processes. So literally one thing I did today was I knew they were writing up a job description for it. I said, hey, do you want me to have a look at the job description, go through it, make sure everything's right, make sure, it's going well. Hey, do you want me to, reach out to my network, see if I can get anyone, or find some places where people can sort of ultimately get these roles. Just little things like that. All of a sudden, I've just pushed it, something that was maybe a bit further down the pipeline, I pushed it back to their attention. I'm on about it. I'm almost nagging them about it in a sense. If at most works you can, how can I help with X? Do you want me to assist with X? Be on their case and remind them constantly. Make sure it's at the forefront of their mind. So moving on to the next step, and this one is, reasonably important. Obviously, if you're on the forefront of the mind and still things aren't moving, then you've probably got to go to this step, which is, you've got to apply for another job in that promoted role, or at least have a bluff about it, but we'll go a bit more in details about that. So for example, I want to be a closer. I could go out and apply for closing roles. Then what I can do is I go to them with the option saying, hey, I've had this company reach out to me. They're offering me a role closing. As you know, that's where I want to go. However, we've had a chat. I really enjoy working here. This is the place I ultimately want to be. I'm just in this sort of, situation at the moment. And I just want to make sure that, if I don't take that role, that you can guarantee me that, in sort of 1 month time, I'll be able to be a closer. And there, that opens up the conversation. They're like, shit, this, if you're a high value person, which you should be if you're wanting to go to that next level, they'll be thinking, okay, this person, they've got another offer. I want to keep this guy. If that's what I've got to do, even further push their front of mind. And this time you'll have a time frame. They're going to say, yeah, you know what? I can guarantee you that in a month's time, or yes, I can close to guarantee, or yes, I understand this conundrum. Look, 1 month, yes, we'll have you in that position. It's so much further down their mind compared to, the original chat, or even if you didn't have the chat where you're just hoping for a promotion, now it's in the forefront of their mind. One thing I was mentioning with this is it could be a bluff. You could say this person's reached out to me for this role and maybe they haven't. That does contain the risk, however, if they come back to you and say, okay, no worries, it's been nice having you go to that job. That could, be a problem, but it's just another sort of play. It's like a game of chess, this. It really is like a game of chess, moving your pieces forward, cornering them into making that decision, which ultimately benefits you at the end of the day. So to summarize today's teachings, first important step, this is a crucial step, is make your intentions known. Make them know that you want to be promoted. They're not going to just magically promote you out of the blue. You need to have that conversation with you. It might be scary for some. You just got to do it. You just got to get over and done, get it done, put your foot in the door, let them know that you're there and the big dog's knocking and he wants that promotion. Constantly, and once you get that framework, once you get the steps that they say you need to take or what the business needs to accept, etc., help out in getting that done. always suggest once a week, once a day, whatever your time frame or your urgency of it is constantly assist them in making that promotion a reality. Constantly say, how can I help with this? How can I help with this? I'm doing this. Is that good? Is this what you want? Is this what I needed to be doing to get the promotion? Just get them in their minds constantly. And then they know, one thing as a business owner, and after speaking to a lot of business owners, is they value hard work and hustle. Hustle is a cult, country that's respected everywhere. If they're seeing that you're hustling, if they're seeing that you're working hard, they're going to be 100% more likely to give you that promotion. If you're constantly knocking on the door, they're going to have to say yes. And then ultimately, to finalize as well, give them that continuum to speed up the decision. Also, say you've got another job that's coming knocking and that you want to work for them, but they just need to speed up the process. That way, it's a win-win. If you actually have the other job too, I don't think I mentioned this before, but like it's a win-win. For example, yeah, they don't want to do it, but I go straight into a closer role, another gig. I'm where I want to be ultimately. So yeah, implement these steps, guys, to increase the speed at which you'll get that promotion. And I think overall by doing these things, you're going to dramatically increase the likelihood of getting promoted, but also, yeah, as I said, the speed and implementing these steps, you can get it done as soon as possible. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check out my other videos for more. I've got a sort of day in the life of an entrepreneur/entrepreneur. I'm going to link it in the top right corner. Subscribe for more. I upload, two to three videos a week, and there's similar style of this. So yeah, if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.